everyone, and welcome to Fletcher Farms Amarillo. I'm Julie Fletcher, and this beautiful girl behind me, this is Lena. She's usually off doing her thing by herself all the time, but apparently today she is all about wanting to be part of our video. So this is Lena. She was rescued back a few months ago. We rescued her with Dutch just after Lucky passed away. So she usually does her own thing and hangs around with Noah, but today she's hanging around with me, and I love it. This video is also going to be about Arabella, who we rescued from southern Wisconsin's Second Chance lot a few weeks back. This is just a little update about her and how she's been doing here on the farm. If you missed Arabella's update video, she has had a rough time adjusting to being around other horses. I don't know what her previous life was like, but she is having a little bit of a hard time adjusting and fitting in with the other horses. You two friends now? A little bit? Well, you're not trying to kill him, so that's good. Yeah? Are you guys friends? With the addition of the other horses coming to the farm, we did get Arabella turned out with the rest of the herd. However, after seeing her reaction with the horses in the barn, we wanted to make sure she wasn't going to hurt any of the other horses out in the pasture. So her first few days out in the paddocked area in the pasture were supervised. And as you can see from this video, she needed supervision. After Arabella went after Liam, Dutch stepped in. Dutch always protects Liam. That was Dutch running up behind Arabella. I didn't get to record them all, but I can't tell you how many fights that I broke up. She's been the most difficult horse that we've had to integrate with the rest of the herd. Eventually, as you can just see from this video, Dutch took over and started protecting the herd from her, and then eventually the horses just started playing keep away from the new girl. This interaction actually surprised me because Aline is our alpha mare and I really thought she was going to put her in her position. Apparently that didn't work out the way that I thought it was going to. It seems Arabella and Anna have become friends because they were walking around together out in the pasture area. I didn't want to leave Arabella out in the pasture overnight, so we did bring her into the barn. Anna followed her that first day, so we kept them separated in these two runs. Anna was completely devastated when I moved Arabella over to another run to feed her that morning, so Arabella and Anna have become quite good friends. This is how she reacts now anytime that she's away from Arabella more than 5 feet. She starts talking and nickering and wants to be right by her and just pacing back and forth until she gets what she wants. Then when she's by Arabella, she calms down. But Arabella can still be mean to her. Stop it! After a few days of going out into the pasture with the other horses, she did stop trying to kick everybody and started rolling around and is starting to relax a little bit. So we're really happy that she's starting to settle down and stopped fighting with everybody. But Anna and Arabella, this is Anna. Yes, that's my girl. And Arabella's on the other side. That's Arabella. She's apparently camera shy. There's Arabella's. Hi, baby girl. Camera shy? Oh, you can't be camera shy. We have a YouTube channel. The girl. There's a pretty girl. I know, that's a pretty girl. But she's doing well. Trying to fit in, but her and Anna are BFFs and are definitely inseparable. I have to feed them right next to each other or else one starts talking and it's a bad situation. So I'm glad that Arabella made a friend and that Anna has a friend too. And as usual, it has been a crazy busy time around here. We picked up the first 3 of 5 Belgian Draft Horses that we rescued from Bowie Texas Livestock. We picked up the first 3 and we're going to be going back next week to go pick up the other 2 and the mama donkey. So we'll have an update on the other 2 once we go pick them up, but this is the update on the first 3 that we picked up last week. Kara, our foundation secretary, wanted to see what it was like to pick up horses from Bowie, so she came over the night before. This is her giving Anna belly scratches. She spent the night, and her husband came over for dinner that evening. This is Jake with Aline and Cammie. You got a friend, Jake. Take her out the other. Oh, you got 2 friends.
I know. Well, that one's jealous.
I know. You don't like people. Yeah.
Bro.
You got 2 hands, we'll stand like this. Do both. Somebody get my scratchy spot, I just can't take it. Kara brought her laptop and we actually got a lot of work done on the drive to Bowie and back. Look at you. Yeah, he's got to get his head under there. Korbin was a little unsure about the trailer, and it took us a little time to get him moved in under the canopy, but eventually he did get moved in there and we were on our way. We were able to catch peak 2 of lot 1039 and 1040, who we will be going to pick up next week. When we stopped for fuel, I went back and checked on all the horses, and everyone was doing well. We didn't know how 3 horses were going to react in the trailer together, but everyone did really well and we had no issues. So we were really glad that everyone got back to the farm safely. This is Korbin getting off the trailer. It's probably a weird feeling for them, being back on solid ground after being in a trailer for so long. But since Korbin is not gelded, he is going to be hanging out in our backyard for a little while until we can get him gelded and turned back out with the rest of the horses. So in time, we will get him moved into the barn with the rest of the horses. Korbin is a really big horse. To put this in perspective, Corey's about 6'1", and the top of Corey's head comes to the top of Korbin's back. So that shows you just how big these horses really are. This is the gelding getting off the trailer. He's not as big as Korbin, but he is a big, powerful horse. We did decide to name him Elias. Since all these horses had been at Bowie Texas Livestock for a couple weeks now, we wanted to keep them separated from the other horses to make sure that they weren't sick. So we are keeping them separated until Dr. Waggoner can come out and give them a checkup. This is the mare getting off the trailer. She is pretty underweight and we're going to have to work on getting some weight on her, but we did decide to name her Amelia. We have the 2 temporary pens out in the back behind the house so we could keep an eye on the new horses. We thought that the boys, after being in the trailer for 4 hours, would get along. However, that quickly turned into a situation and we needed to move Elias's pen. After this interaction, we didn't want anyone to get hurt, so we did end up moving Elias's pen to the other side of Amelia's, so there was space between the boys. Dr. Waggoner from Mobile Veterinary Practice came out a few days later and gave everyone a health checkup. She listened to their heart, listened to their lungs, their gut sounds. We also did blood labs. As you can see right here, she's trying to pull blood from Elias, and he did not want to cooperate. So it took a little time to get the blood from Elias. Working with these big animals is very dangerous sometimes, and when they don't want to cooperate, it makes it a little bit more difficult. I don't know how she does it, but Dr. Waggoner sticks the vein every single time on the first try. I don't know how she does it.
It's okay. Sorry, I'm trying. Oh, shit.
No, you're fine.
Jewel, can you get that?
Those are really cheap, so.
There, you got that time.
Yep, golden.
Okay.
Oh,
They're right
sorry,
behind you. They're right
buddy.
behind you, like 18 inches behind you.
Dr. Waggoner's looking at Amelia's eyes. When we first got her here, her eyes were very red, so we think it's just allergies, but we're going to keep an eye on it. But her eyes looked healthy from everything that Dr. Waggoner could see. And here she's listening to her heart and lungs and also her gut sounds. We also got everyone dewormed. Dr. Waggoner is giving her the dewormer right now. It's ivermectin, and then there's also medicine in there that takes care of tapeworms. I believe it's called Quest. But as you can see, Amelia was not real happy about the dewormer.
Dose, because I think she's
I'm guessing
pretty
about.
small.
Yeah.
She is.
And then he'll be over 1,500, so I'll give the last of this to him.
You showing us your teeth? They're pretty.
Sorry, sweetie. Yeah, it goes from bad to worse. Close the case, dude.
Oh,
You're
That's okay. Ugh, uckers. All the blood work on all three horses came back normal. Dr. Waggoner did give all three of them a clean bill of health. Overall, everyone is healthy. And for some reason, my phone did not record Korbin's exam, but he is healthy as well.
Need a drink?
Is it uckers? Korbin thinks the pergola in the backyard is his scratchy post, so he's scratching his backside on the pergola. Corey and I were taking bets on how long it was going to take him to knock it over. So far, it's still standing. It didn't take Korbin long to figure out that breakfast and dinner come through this door, so whenever he's hungry and ready for dinner, he stands by our back patio door, waiting patiently. And these are some pictures that I had taken of the horses since they've arrived. Since Amelia and Elias got clean bills of health, we got them moved over into the barn, into the run area, so they could start meeting the other horses. This is me taking Amelia into the barn. That's Liam right there in the front. I'm not sure, but he always gets scared when we bring another horse into the barn and he takes off outside. So that's what he's doing here. This is Amelia coming into the barn. We put her in the run right next to Liam. We're hoping that Amelia is nicer than Arabella was to Liam. And this is me bringing Elias into the barn. He is a very powerful horse. I was very worried that if he saw something, he was going to take off, but he did really well and is very well mannered. He was a little bit unsure coming into the barn, but once we got him into a run, he calmed down a little bit. We got him some more hay, and he ate dinner that night, so he's settling in well, and so is Amelia. The first horse to come up and meet Elias was Dutch. This was him walking up to Elias for the first time. Charlie was the second horse to come and meet Elias. He did pretty good. Tried to bite him the one time and then just walked away, so maybe they were friends. And there's Mr. Korbin. He lives the posh life in the backyard. Gets dinner first, gets hay first, gets everything first. And in the afternoons we watch the sunset together. So he is living the spoiled life. Since he is not gelded yet, he does need to be separated from the rest of the herd for a while, and then he'll be separated after the surgery as well. He is doing well, and he is a super sweet boy. He enjoys his Alpha Pro, and we eat lots of it. But he's a handsome boy. Yeah, are you handsome? Oh, well, hi. You have to stand back a little bit so they can see you. Yeah, can you stand back just a little bit so they can see you? Yeah. So this is Amelia. She's super sweet, and this is what she does. She's so much like Charlie and the other horses, just wanting to be right exactly next to you, which is sweet, and I do love it. But I was trying to get your face, sweetheart. They want to see your face. Yes. There you are. I guess we're not going to see your face. But she's doing good, and she's just the sweetest girl ever. Yes, you are. I know you're my sweet girl. Yeah. And there's Elias. Yes, Mr. Elias. Yeah. Yeah, what are you doing? But we do have them in the barn. We'll probably leave them in here for a little bit longer. I want to make sure that they're comfortable with their surroundings and that some of the horses can come up and see them and have nose contact with them before we turn them out so no one gets hurt. But we do plan to get them turned out very soon because we need to make room for the other horses that are going to be coming in. We're going to go pick them up next week, and it's going to be exciting, and we can't wait to get them all here since they are all part of the same herd. At least we think they are. So we're super excited to have them here, and lots more updates to come. But thank you all so much for your kindness, support, and generosity. Without your help, we would not be able to be rescuing these horses. 5 lives were, well, technically with the girl from Wisconsin, 6 lives were saved and a donkey within the last couple weeks. So we're so excited that we were able to rescue these horses and the donkey, and that we were able to bring them here to the farm. I have had a lot of questions asking if we're adopting any of these horses out. Right now we are not. We are in the process of working on a therapy program to use these horses for people that have disabilities or PTSD or any other conditions like that. So they will be used in an equine therapy program, and that's something that we are working on getting set up. So something else that we're working on and we're super excited about as well. So stay tuned for more updates on that too. Are you trying to get your nose in there? Did you want to be on the video? Did you want to be? Okay, here we go. There you go. That was rude. We do also still have our fundraiser going for these 5 draft horses that we rescued along with the donkey. we didn't meet the goal of our fundraiser, so we still do have that up and going. So if you did want to make a tax-deductible donation to the Big Hoof Foundation, I'll put a link in the description below to where you can make that contribution. Again, thank you all so much for watching. We truly appreciate your support, and stay tuned, lots of updates coming, and we'll be getting a video out next week when we pick up the other two and the mama donkey. So we're super excited to be getting them here to the farm, and stay tuned for more updates. We'll see you soon. Thanks.